What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. Thanks for rocking with us after the Dodgers get the dub. They beat the Bush League Giants by a final score of 6-2. They improved to 99-61 on the year, just one game shy of another 100-win season. It'll be their fourth full season in a row of winning 100 games. That is a big milestone for this group. When you consider the veterans, when you consider the youth, when you consider the injuries and everything happened this season, what accomplishment this could be. We're talking about Freddie Freeman tonight, his 29th home run in the third inning, his 59 double tonight in the sixth. He's just one double shy of the first 60 double season in Major League Baseball since 1936. Freddie Freeman was outstanding. JD Martinez hit his 33rd home run of the year, and we're talking someone who missed a lot of time. 33 home runs, fantastic for JD Martinez. It was also the Dodgers' 900th run of the season that they scored. It's the first time they've scored that many runs since moving to Los Angeles, the sixth time in the franchise 140-year history that they've scored 900 runs. Incredible job. First time they've done it since the 1953 Brooklyn Dodgers. And Will Smith, he had a two-run shot today. We're going to talk about Will Smith. Thought that was big. We're going to talk about Miguel Rojas, who left the game with a left-hand contusion. Got an update on that. We're going to talk about Kai Correa and that Bush League challenge by the San Francisco Giants there in the sixth inning. We're talking about Gabe Kapler being fired. We're going to talk about the Padres being eliminated. So buckle up. We got a big jam-packed show for you. Lance Lynn's roll. Lance Lynn, I'm just going to call it right now. You guys can let me know down below. By the way, let me know where you represent Dodgers Nation from. I want to do that more. I want to see what cities you guys represent Dodgers Nation from, so be sure to let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you are new to the show, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button. We got Strider here, you 120. D-Mac, one more double for Freeman for 60. Can he do it? Let's go Dodgers. By the way, a reminder, you're home with Dodgers Nation and Jim Beam, and I'm always looking for that comment of the game. We got Glendale, Arizona in the house from Michael Snow, LV Lopez from Riverside. We got Hawaii from John Wilcox, D-Mac, San Fernando Valley, North Hills, California, repping from New York City, Mets turn. What up, BC? Always rock with us. You know I appreciate you. Daniel Mays from Albuquerque. We got Rancho Cucamonga, JP3, the 6086. D-Mac is getting 60. What up, Conservative Zach? What up, Diane Schroeder? By the way, if you want to be included in our giveaways, we just gave away a $350 authentic Mookie Betts giveaway. We have tons of giveaways planned, so be sure to make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you have notifications on so you know when we're going live. And also hit that like button for your Los Angeles Dodgers. Appreciate you, Ryan Montez. $2, El Paso, Texas. Louis J. Smith just says, I love pizza. Mr. Seabad, San Antonio. We got Brandon from Palm Springs. We got Freeman getting 60 and 30 home runs. How about this, too? Another note on Freddie Freeman. By the way, we're going to break this entire game down. We have the takeaways that you need to know, the updates. But welcome to the #1 Dodgers post-game show on YouTube. #1 Dodgers YouTube channel, and it's all thanks to you. Like I said, like I always say, it's your show. I'm just hosting. We appreciate you guys for always rocking with us. And another note on Freddie Freeman, tonight's on base percentage, 3 hits. We're talking about a guy who flirted with a cycle tonight. Freddie Freeman, someone who's so professional, someone who I call the professional, the way he puts together fantastic at-bats, always going to all fields, and his on-base percentage is right up there with Ronald Acuna Jr. at .419 to Ronald Acuna Jr. So, yeah, he's put together an incredible year. So, another great year for Freddie. He talked about after the game that, hey, he's someone that wants to win 100 games, and he had never experienced that before coming to the Dodgers and joining this group. And now you're talking about consecutive seasons. 111 last year, franchise record. This year you could hit triple digits. This franchise sustainable excellence, that's what you get for these guys. And I think there is a peaceful readiness from this Dodgers team. I think that you look for reasons late in seasons when there's essentially nothing to play for, right? The Braves, they locked up the 1 seed. By the way, Braves pitching, not in the best shape. If I'm a Braves fan right now, I'm waking up at 3:30 in the morning in a cold sweat thinking about that pitching situation. We'll break that more down later in the week, but not the greatest time for that pitching staff for Atlanta. Their bullpen, let's be honest, they're not that great. But I digress on that point to get back to my point that you're late in the season if you're the Dodgers. You're looking for things to play for. You're looking for a reason to commit to every inning and stay engaged. In the 6th inning, we're going to start right there. We're going to break down Lance Lynn's outing because I have some thoughts on that. I have an update on Miguel Rojas coming up here in a second. But I do want to start there with the 6th inning because, yes, Will Smith hit a 2-run shot. Freddie Freeman hit a home run. JD Martinez hit a home run. 3 home runs for the Dodgers tonight. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But the bottom of the 6th inning, I wanted to get your thoughts on that. Let me know down below. Giants were supposed to win. This Dodgers team is ready for October. By the way, where was Gabe Kapler tonight? I didn't see him in the dugout. Did he? What happened to Gabe Kapler? I didn't see Gabe Kapler in the dugout. Anyone know? I didn't get the update. I mean, I know female Dodgers fans are heartbroken tonight because Gabe Kapler has been fired by the San Francisco Giants. They couldn't wait an extra week. They had to fire him. And I feel bad for the Giants. I mean, the attendance is going to go down for the Giants. I mean, just think of all those tickets they sold to single moms that went to Giants games just to stare at Gabe Kapler. I mean, hey, we'll see what happens with Gabe Kapler. Whatever happens, I think that he could make a lot of money if he starts his own OnlyFans or something like that. But, hey, let's just not go into that. He had a great one-year peak, and I do think that, yeah, it was more on Farhan Zaidi than Gabe Kapler. But, yeah, I thought that was very interesting. Mr. Gabe Kapler worries a lot about that beard, about that bubble gum, not seeing him out there. And, yeah, I know there's a lot of very sad women tonight, a lot of sad fans that we know that it's your girlfriend or wife's favorite manager. Gabe Kapler has been fired. But here we go, cheap shot at Kapler. D-Mac LMAO. Sorry, Jeff. Sorry. Adios. We got Jose Rodriguez. By the way, any trash talk, you guys, any trash talk, I'm here for that. Okay, if you get some trash talk, you'll see one of these. Kapler got in trouble, son. D-Mac's mama. What up, D-Mac's mama? How you doing? Gabe was the fall guy, the Patsy Farhan dodging bullets. Yeah, look, the JT. Sorry, I had to go there. You know, it's a Friday night. We're loose here on the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for your Los Angeles Dodgers. I agree with you, all jokes aside, having said that, Anthony Keene, that I think Gabe Kapler is really interesting. I think who knows who will be the manager for the Giants. I'm pretty sure that John Heyman's going to tweet any second that Fuster Mosey has been announced as the new Giants manager or something like that. So that'll be very interesting. Kapler drinking Jim Beam, Edwin Dooning. D-Mac, it's Friday night. We are all partying. What up, D-Mac's father over on YouTube? I appreciate you. Javier Mora, D-Mac the GOAT. You the GOAT, right back at you, Javier Mora. All you guys are the GOATs, the best fans in the game, Dodger Blue. I know you bleed it. I know you love this team, and it's excited. I know you guys can feel it because I can too. That postseason magic, that postseason buzz is coursing through those veins, and I like that they ended this season against his Giants team on the road. Kershaw, 2023 stats, 30-4, 214. Zaidi to go next. You bet your ass we're going there. I'm feeling loose. What up, Jackie Treehorn? We got Bob Nightingale. Fargan Zaidi is next to go, 499. We got SoCal stacking. D-Mac is hitting Kapler like a Canelo hook. That's a fire take. That's a fire take. Muncie didn't let him out of the clubhouse. That's from Dovies. What happened with Lance? Okay, so let's get into that. Let's dive into that. And I think we'll just start with Lance Lynn's start as a whole because what a very interesting turn of events right now for Lance Lynn, who I'm just right off the back going to tell you he's my Dodger dog of the game.
Dodger dog of the game.
And the thing about Lance Lynn tonight was there was a moment where I thought maybe Lance Lynn does not get on this NLDS roster because of how he was performing early on in the game, because it was definitely rough to start for Lance Lynn. And at 3 batters on Friday, he walked his first 2 batters, had a full count to Wilmer Flores, who ends up singling home the Giants' first run of the game there in the first inning, and then he settled down. He allowed just 1 run in the first. He recovered very nicely, settled down. He retired 16 of his next 17 batters, and then Flores, he would come back to ambush him on that 4-seam fastball. He ends up missing. He goes right down to the inside corner. That's right where Flores likes it. That's his nitro zone. Ambushing that 4-seam fastball. Ends up hitting a solo shot later in the game. But there was a point where Lance Lynn settled down to recover 16 of his next 17 batters that he faced. So I thought he did a fantastic job settling down. And you look at him battling. I mean, the first inning there, 32 pitches, 2 walks, 1 hit, gave up the runs, and then final 5 innings, He ends up giving up 1 hit, no runs on 53 pitches. So he settled down, ends up going 6 innings, allowed 2 runs on 2 hits, allowed the solo shot to Flores, had 4 strikeouts, 4 walks on 85 pitches. He ends up with an ERA of 5.73. And give Lance Lynn a lot of credit. I remember when the Dodgers, I say we, I don't care. When it's my team, I say we, okay? Of course, I don't play for the Dodgers. I'm a big we guy, okay? We, not me, all right? I'm that guy, blood thinking on the team. That's who I am, okay? I say we, right? And for Lance Lynn, what we need out of him was, I told you guys when we made the trade, we need him to be a Pac-Man pitcher, and that is to eat innings. And that's exactly what he did for this Dodgers team. You've seen his performance. He's gone 60 in 2/3, 64 innings for Lance Lynn for the Dodgers. That leads the team since the trade. And of course, Bobby Miller is going to go again, and Bobby Miller's at 60 and 2/3. So he'll probably end up passing him. If he doesn't, that means something did not go right. He's got another tune-up on Sunday. He'll start the Dodgers season finale there. But 11 starts with the Dodgers for Lance Lynn. You're talking about over 60 innings of work. That's what they needed, okay? And that's what he gave them. And he served his purpose. It was mission accomplished. And for people out there that don't want to see him in the postseason, to that I say, in his 11 starts, the Dodgers won 9 of those games. And Dave Roberts said before the game that Lynn is going to be used as a starter in the postseason if he's going to be used in any capacity. So he didn't say anything other than it's going to be Bobby Miller and Clayton Kershaw in games 1 and 2, but I could absolutely see a scenario where you see Lance Lynn game 3 or 4 as a starter and someone that, look, I just told you a few minutes ago, this is the first Dodgers offense has put 900 runs across the plate since 1953. He scored 6 runs tonight. If you can go out there and give you 6 solid innings of work, you'd feel good about that. Even if it's 4 or 5 innings, I don't anticipate most of these starters or relievers or anyone seeing this opposing lineup more than twice through the order, 3 times that, right? It's not going to happen, okay? They're going to go out there, almost going to have outside of a Bobby Miller and possibly Clayton Kershaw and Lance Lynn if he's on, you're going to see a lot of relievers mentality. Go out there, empty the tank, and just pass the baton. I'm telling you, this is going to be tag team wrestling. You go out there, you try to kick butt, and then when you get tired, boom, you tag someone else in, and you try to go out there and finish the job. But I give Lance Lynn a solid B tonight. A solid B because he was barking. He got that dog in him. Okay, he yelled F you to the freaking Giants dugout. Yo, you are a Dodger, my man. Against the Giants, you are a Dodger, okay? Tonight is the night. Lance Lynn officially became a Dodger, I think, in a lot of the eyes of the fans, just because, look, it's the orange and black. It's pumpkin season. We know SF stands for season finish. We know that Oracle Park is going to be a Spirit Halloween Superstore in a few days from now. But still, I thought that was fantastic. We have Mookie hits 40. Fred hits 60. The Dodgers win 100 tomorrow night. The Holy Tree. That's 499 from now. The World 138. I appreciate you, my guy. That's a fire take right there. Agreed, D-Mac. What up, David Sabatini? Rock with us over in New York. That was a ticky-tack challenge by Miguel. That's from Matty Man. I'm going to dive all into that, but give me your grades for Lance Lynn. A, B, C, D, F, whatever you got. You could just say F because he was dropping F-bombs towards that Giants dugout. Lance should have plunked a Giant for Rojas. We're going to get into that. Definitely, that's going to be a big chunk of this show because, look, we're not going to do a too in-depth breakdown of this game because I gave you the offense, gave you the Brazier pitch well, Joe Kelly, Brusdar Gratterall pitched well. I felt good about the pitching tonight as a whole, but B+ from Noah Ortega. Jackie said he's in. Nando, what up, Nando? The whole Giants team is scared of Lance Lynn. Absolutely. BCB, we got Sam Vasquez, B-. D-Mac's father. Lynn is the Giants' giant. That's a fire take. It's a comment of the game. Please drink responsibly. Joe Kelly should have done it. Alonzo R. It's interesting because, look, the reality is this Dodgers team in that Giants team, they don't have the cast of characters, right? It's not like the Padres where it's Machado and Tatis and when it was Profar and when some of these guys, there's a familiarity there. It's really a bunch of Jags in a lot of ways, right? And a bunch of guys, they love Jock Peterson, right? So I wouldn't say there's a lot of bad blood between these two, but Carnivorous Lunar Activity, D-Mac, hello, what up, Carnivorous Lunar Activity? I give Lance a D for Dodgers, Lance B+, love Lance Lynn B+, that's from from Diane Schroeder. We got, what's up, brother? What up, Jane Bostrom? Always rock with us. I appreciate you over there. We got the Rojas shoes too big from B. Guzman, hating that Rojas got hurt. Okay, so let's start right there with the Rojas talk. So bottom of the sixth inning, 2-2 pitch to Flores. He hits a ground ball to Rojas, who makes a nice play. Looks very routine for Miggy Rowe. And then they were looking at where Miggy Rowe was standing, because the rule states that Miggy has to have both feet on the dirt when the pitcher is making his release towards the mound. And they reviewed it. Kai Correa comes out there. They challenge it. And ultimately, the call gets overturned, and the count went to 3-2. He ends up walking him on the next pitch. And then once the pitcher starts, look, the rule's a rule, okay? I'm not saying that he didn't break the rule. He did, okay? You saw the heel. Someone mentioned the comments a few seconds ago. His shoes are too big. Miguel Rojas will wear a size 10 shoe or a size 12 shoe with 4 socks if he thinks they're fresh, okay? This guy, I've seen him wear Kike's cleats. He wears Mookie's cleats. He's someone, I think he wore my cleats for a couple of games. No, look, he's someone that, yeah, his heels, were they on the grass? Probably, but still, you're a Giants team not sniffing the postseason. You've been eliminated. That was Bush League. That was Bush League. And you saw the death stares. You saw the death stare from Dave Roberts. You saw Mookie and you saw Miggy looking incredulous towards Kai Correa. And yes, Kai Correa, it's like his daddy got fired. I mean, Gabe Kapler got fired, so he's out there trying to give it his best effort. And I respect that. To me, Kai Correa is that classmate you had that when the teacher came in and there was a planned pop quiz, he's the one that reminds the teacher that there's a pop quiz that day. That's the vibe I get from Correa. And look, it was a Bush League, okay? It was Bush League on every level. You don't need to make that challenge. You're not playing for anything. And Lance Lynn, I think, had the right to get pissed because, like I said, he walked him on the next pitch, and then 3-0 to Peterson, gets a strike. He ends up walking Peterson, and a really nice mound visit there from Mark Pryor. He goes out there, settles him down, and then he gets Estrada to ground into a double play to end the inning. And then right away, he looks over that Giants dugout, says, F you, walks off. He's barking. He's doing the Lance Lynn thing. Do not mess with Lynn's sanity. And then he goes in that dugout, and then he yelled some more explicitives. So I think that Kai Correa is definitely going to probably have some nightmares from Lance Lynn, but I thought that it was Bush League. I did not like that. And then you jump to the next inning, and Miguel Rojas is at the plate, and he gets plunked. He gets plunked on the hand and is forced to leave the game. And that's not what you want to see, okay? Anytime we've seen it with Corey Seager. Remember Corey Seager back in 2021. I mean, anytime you get hit right there, lots of small moving parts, lots of small bones that can break relatively easy. And yeah, I think that it was just something that needed to be avoided. And look, okay, fine, a young pitcher missing a pitch. That's what Eric Caro said on the broadcast. That's fine. I understand that. It happens. We get it. But that was scary because this Dodgers team can ill afford to lose Miguel Rojas and his defense. And the good news is we do have an update. This is from the Dodgers clubhouse, and this is from the LA Times. Jack Harris at by Jack Harris. Go give him a follow. He tweeted, Dave Roberts says x-rays on Miguel Rojas' hand were negative. He'll get a CT scan tomorrow to make sure there's no further injury. But Roberts said they think they dodged a bullet. Then Fabio and Ardide, who's a fantastic job covering your boys in blue for The Athletic, he tweeted, x-rays were negative on Miguel Rojas' left wrist. Dave Roberts said, we'll get a CT tomorrow, said they feel they dodged the bullets. Okay, so they essentially tweeted the same exact thing, but you get the picture. It seems right now it's going to be okay, but still, x-rays being negative, you guys know that essentially means virtually zilch. I mean, hopefully that is the case. But what were your thoughts on that move? SF equals season finish. And Victor Baño says SD equals season done. Yeah, that's a fire take. That's a finish him. That's a finish him. Hey, don't worry, though. Their season's not done. I guarantee you, if they finish above 500, Gas Lamp is going to be lit. it's going to go down in Gaslamp. You're going to see a parade. There's going to be a big celebration down in San Diego. Yes, their season's done, but if they finish over 500, they're going to treat like they've won the World Series. That's how I feel. And that Padres team learned the hard way. You can't buy a World Series. You can't win a World Series with just a couple of stars. I mean, they're essentially the Angels without a World Series title, okay? That's what that franchise is. Jose, so what up, D-Mac? Shout out from Seattle. What up, Jose? Give you a big shout out. We got Lee. I'll do a dive in the comments. Very interested to get your takes on this. Perfect. Anthony Kim. We got Alfredo Tovar. C. Justin Lamas. B for Lance Lynn. What up, Justin? Carnivorous Lunar Activity. BC. We got everyone. You guys, I like how you guys got the community down there. I respect that. Lance Jennings. You know you're going to get a good finish in for this. Lance Jennings says SD stands for Son of Dodgers.
Finish him.
That's what I'm talking about. Dad Bod Lynn B+. That's a fire tag. If you have not, go ahead and do that bracket. The bracket's a great cause. Go check it out on Twitter. But the nonsense could have really screwed Lynn's roll. Matty Man Dodge. I'm with you. Matty Man 5 Dodge. Absolutely. I mean, you're talking about Lance Lynn. I think at that point they would understand. And he had bounced back nicely and retired 8 in a row. Had retired 16 of 17. Flores ambushed him on the home run. I think he proved enough up to that point where he would have been fine. But still, from his standpoint, from the morale standpoint from Lance Lynn, is you want to feel good leaving the mound. And he got himself into some trouble there because of that. And yeah, like I said, Kai Correa. I mean, come on. I mean, I get it. You're just trying to do too much. Don't be the try to do too much guy. Your first day on the job, you're trying to make a point, trying to go out there and say, I want to give our team every chance to win. I get it, but guess what? Dodgers won't forget that. I'm not saying they're going to throw at them tomorrow. Not even saying they should have thrown at them tonight. Because, look, they're a pawn. Dodgers are kings. Okay? They don't have to worry about the San Francisco Giants and Gabe Kapler, who had a one-year peak, the weirdest one-year peak in baseball history there in 2021. The Giants have been largely irrelevant for the most part, and the one time they met each other in the postseason of late, the Dodgers won in their house on their field in 5 games. So, yeah, I just feel like that, to me, is not what I wanted to see. But here we go. We got Padres route fire take from James Bostrom. Yeah, that Padres team, man. I mean, what more can you say? What more can you say about this Padres team who, guess what? You won the offseason. We get it. There's no trophy for that. You win the winter meetings. We get it. There's no trophy for that. You win the trade deadline. No trophy for that. You only get trophies in October when you win the whole thing. And I think their entire mentality, I think they got to trade Soto. I mean, there's my take. They got to trade Juan Soto because I've heard the money's not flowing. The money's not flowing. They made a big investment. It was a big risk to make that move. The money's not flowing. And I think they got to trade Juan Soto. I truly believe that. I don't think that there's enough time to really put the requisite pieces around that core to let you win a World Series. Hey, I think Josh Hader is probably happy, right? This season's finally over for him. Season done. San Diego. The Padres are done. That's what's in. No, that's what's out. They're out. How's that couch feel, man? Welcome to Cancun. Kai Correa looks like he's 12 years old from Diane Schroeder over on YouTube. LOL, that's so it. We got SD stands for season done. SF stands for season finished. That's a fire take. The new nerd manager of the Giants challenged that. Pathetic. That's from Sam Vasquez. Padres equals Clippers. Never win any. Zella Zoom. I was wishing Kelly was going to be the redemption guy. Zella Zoom. It did feel like that. I feel like the script writers of Major League Baseball were probably writing that script. Joe Kelly, just perfect situation when we saw him throw at Fernando Tatis Jr. A few months ago, wherever it was, and it did feel like that. But look, let's not let the irrelevant Giants, the Bush League Giants, derail the Dodgers. The Dodgers are focused on the big picture. The Dodgers have the Mookie Bettses, the Freddie Freemans, Giants, just Goliaths of the game on their squad. And they're out there trying to win 100 games and win a World Series. Don't let this Giants team, don't let this pettiness try to get you from it. I think if Joe Kelly did that, I mean, I'd be out here probably celebrating it to an extent because, baseball is the sport that polices itself. And I think that the players understand that. They realize that. I don't think there'd be anyone on that Giants team in that Giants dugout that would have been shocked if that was the case. But like I said, just because you don't get back to them that same game, the very next inning or anything like that, it does not mean that it's over. Not saying it's going to happen tomorrow or the next game, but these players, I'm telling you, they have memories like elephants, especially in those situations. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the future. But Correa making a Hawaii look bad from John Wilcox. Ray Barrios. I hate the Padres more than the Giants. That's from Ray Barrios. Yeah, I mean, hey, what about the Juan Soto, the Giants or the Dodgers? They're dangerous. The Dodgers should be worrying about them. How about before the series? It doesn't. When Fernando Tatis Jr. said it doesn't matter who we're going to play, we're going to win the World Series. I mean, it was destined to flop. You knew it. I think that all these memes I've seen where the Padres are eliminated, all these tweets I've seen, the Padres are eliminated. Hey, you could have scheduled those tweets. You could have scheduled those IG posts back in April, okay? You guys know I didn't pick the Padres to win this division. I said the Dodgers would win this division by 5 games, and guess what? I'm glad I was wrong. But when I said that, people were calling me crazy. People were calling me a homer. They were saying, look at the Padres' talent. What'd I say? Look at the talent on the margins. What'd I say? Not an elite starting pitcher. What'd I say? Missing some key bullpen pieces to start this season. Hey, it took no. Look at it's I call it the Angels test. Okay, I mean Shohei Trout, 2 of the best players on the planet. They can't win unless you have depth around them. The Padres did not have the requisite depth in my eyes. Machado had a really rough start. Soto got off to a really slow start. They've been atrocious in one-run games, been atrocious in extra innings. And look, baseball gods don't like ugly. And the Clayton Kershaw is real, okay? Whoever did that for the Padres, showing that meme after you won a little regular season game, you're going to disrespect a GOAT like they did? Let's take a look at this just so we can – no, actually, that's just do the wrong thing here. You're going to disrespect a GOAT with this – as Deion Sanders says, bull junk. I like how Deion Sanders doesn't cuss, but he says, look at this bull. You're going to post that. Ever since then, that's when they posted this, when they played this on their video board at Petco Park. They should call it Pedco Park because we know that they're like PEDs down there. But no, when they posted that, you could have scheduled the Padres are eliminated tweets and Padres are eliminated Instagram post because it was inevitable. Baseball guys don't like ugly. Here we go. Ohtani or Snell from Yangyi. Interesting. Worst place to get a hit is the hands from Deep BC. Absolutely. So the Giants will get beaned tomorrow. That's Diane Schroeder. That's a hot take. Landslide officially became a Dodgers night from David Sabatini. No fracture from BC. Should have had padding behind gloves. Carl, every move the Giants make is a losing move. That's from Carl. And look, they swung big. They went after Aaron Judge. They tried. It was a good look. Arson Judge did not sign with the Giants. Sorry, John Heyman. You look at other teams went to Carlos Correa. They didn't sign them, but I still say, my nightmare fuel is Shohei Ohtani, a Giants uniform. Miguelito Rojas. We got Happy Dance Padres out there. We got Plunk the entire lineup tomorrow. Nando, that's actually it, bro. Padre Parade Omania for Matty Man Dodge. Tatis for Mayor of San Diego. Mr. C, D-Mac, can you tell me when I can buy a Halloween costume at Oracle Park? Mr. Seabad, you can tell you are a fan of the show. And yeah, starting Monday, Oracle Park is going to be a Spirit Halloween Superstore. Maybe even Gabe Kapler will be the manager of the Spirit Halloween Superstore on Monday. But what's up, D-Mac? Oh, sorry. Mi Rojo over on YouTube. Muncie probably saying, I'm glad it's not me. Yeah, great point. LOL San Diego would have a parade even if they finish one game under 500. That's from D-Mac's father. Guys, we're bringing the roast tonight, guys. Let's have some fun with this one. Support Dodgers Nation and smash that like button. I appreciate you, Lance Jennings. I appreciate all you guys out there who watch this show and make it what it is. I also want to remind you, we'll be going live on Monday morning. So we're going to do this show on Monday morning for the postseason run. So it'll be 10 o'clock. So be sure to watch it when you're at work. Tell your boss I said sorry. And, yeah, Monday, we're going to have tons of guests. this week as well. But the people calling for, and also got an interview with Dalton Rushing. Dalton Rushing is great. This guy's mental makeup, his intangibles, if it's with the Dodgers, great, but I'm 100% certain this guy's going to be a successful big leaguer. This guy has got that extra it factor. I'm telling you, Dalton Rushing, he's got that special intangible quality that really takes players over the top. And on top of that, his hit tool's fantastic, and I think he's going to be a really, really talented player. He's a really talented player. I think has a really bright future in this league. But Giants like to always cause problems with the Dodgers from Mario Luigi fans. We got you girls going to be crying. We got Kai Correa. You guys talking about Kai. Diane runs stuff here. Yeah, hey, he's fairy godmother of the Dodgers Nation post-game show. Really always appreciate Diane Schreier. Kai Correa, shave yet. That's from B. Guzman. You guys are bringing the burns. Swelling sausage, $4.99. Roberts respects the POS Giants manager fire. Roberts, Miller will make the no cows pay the price. He wants to be just like Roger Clemens. Just watch later. Swelling sausage. So if you guys have any theories about how the Dodgers might handle this, it'd be very interesting. D-Mac, you said Dodgers win 98 games, now 99. One win away from 100. Yeah, I did say that. I was feeling good about 98, and it looks like 100. I will take it. I love this. I'm so excited for this team. To me, this has been one of the most enjoyable, rewarding years of Dodgers baseball in recent memory. I love the camaraderie, the chemistry of this team. I love the J.D. Martinez vet. I love the Hayward as a vet coming in here. I love the bounce-back years from Muncy and CT. I love the emergence of James Outman, all these rookies that have been studs and have not flinched at all and have taken this opportunity and ran with it. So I think it's been a great year of Dodger baseball, but it's not over yet. Hopefully got a long October ahead of us, Dodgers Nation. Camille Harris, Buster Posey was responsible for that 2021 season. Now, yeah, that's a great point, Camille Harrison. Buster Posey, hey, if you ask me, if someone asked me on this show last year, it was the year before that, if I got one Giant that I wanted to see as a Dodger in his career, Buster Posey right on top of that list. That dude, just a phenomenal career, surefire Hall of Famer. I think that he retired at the right time, right? Wasn't trying to hold on, wasn't trying to be the old guy at the club, right? So I really give him a lot of credit. And yeah, nothing but respect. I think about the Giants rivalry. I think the Padres-Dodgers is very kind of little brother, big brother. It's like we don't feel like you should be sitting at our table type thing. We're not the same lunch table, dude, right? Okay? But I think Giants-Dodgers, there's hatred there, but there's also some respect. You tell me if Willie Mays doesn't walk through that door, you don't want a picture and an autograph from Willie Mays, right? Buster Posey, right? Barry Bonds for the San Francisco Giants. No, but look, I do think that there's a little more respect. And, yeah, there's also hatred as well. It's deep-seated. There's no doubt about it. But I will say there's definitely a little more respect with this rivalry because they've actually won something, right? They've actually taken things away from the Dodgers. Even though they cheated like straight-up scoundrels in 1951, they used a buzzer system as well. They used a telescope in 1951. Maybe I'll do a video on that. You guys want to see a video on that? I'll expose the 1951 Giants. That's already been out there. But that guy, sup, D-Mac, what's your opinion on Mookie? You think he's overthinking the 40th home run and MVP? That guy, to answer your question, the 40 home run, maybe a tiny bit. There's been some swings that I've noticed lately where early in counts he's trying to go for it and you see some warning track power. The MVP thing, I think no. I don't think the MVP thing is crossing his mind because Mookie has been in this game long enough that he knows that MVP narratives start early in the season. They carry throughout the summer. And as long as you don't completely fumble the bag, right, you're probably going to win that MVP. And then he knows the narrative with Acuna Jr. I think Mookie, the RBI total for a leadoff hitter, 105, hitting 40 home runs, I think is going to be fantastic. I do think he wants that 40 home run, and I wouldn't say he's overthinking, but I know that these players, they know their numbers. It has to be crossing his mind, and I wouldn't say he's pressing. Today he got totally robbed. Some of those calls today, that strike zone was wide on both sides, and that was a wide strike zone tonight. That plate had wheels on it, but I would say that as far as the 40 home run, maybe the 40 home run club is definitely a club I know he wants to be included in. And like I said, kind of It kind of goes to the point that you're getting peak Mookie, peak Freddie, have to take advantage of these two guys at their apex, at their peak primes. But I wouldn't say the MVP thing is bothering because guess what? Mookie can go home, open that trophy case, say, I have an MVP award in 2018. And, yeah, I think at this point he also knows it's pretty much out of reach. But will tomorrow be Kershaw's last regular season game with the Dodgers? Pasadena Pinoy. By the way, just you kind of bringing me down with that question because I would say based on people that I've talked to, my sources, I would say that you just have to appreciate that start, and you have to always savor every single pitch and inning that Clayton Kershaw throws for this Dodgers team. I think that my opinion on that matter has been the same for years now, and it's basically, to simplify it, is that if Kersh can be healthy and effective, he's going to continue to pitch, but he does not want to be a role player. He will not accept a role as a number 4 or number 5 starter, a guy that's going to go out there and get a frontline start just because the name on the back of his jersey and the fact that he's a walking statue, future first ballot Hall of Famer. He does not want that. I will say, though, he's so close to 3,000 strikeouts, and the fact you only have 19 members of that 3,000 strikeout club, you almost think you got to come back for that. But I think it's all dependent on his health. He's never had any serious arm injuries. Find every piece of wood in your house and knock on it right now. And as long as he stays healthy, I think he probably gives another run. But this team is going to be very different next year. Very different. And you got the youth movement, the young guys coming up. I hope he comes back. I would say that it's a coin flip, though. I truly believe it's 50-50. I think it's 50-50. I think that could change. Even if he pitches well in the postseason, the Dodgers win it. He pitches well. Why not ride on the sunset? If the Dodgers lose and he pitches bad in the offseason, they say, okay, you might need some extra time off with his arm, and you need to try to get that shoulder checked out. I mean, there's some big decisions looming. I think right now the focus is on the very next start. It's on trying to get anything you can from him, which I do still think can be a lot because he's not a velocity-reliant pitcher. I still think, though, that's 50-50 at the moment. But, yeah, a couple more here, guys. I'll let you enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Appreciate you rocking with us out here. James Boston, Manny is crying. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys rocking with us all season long. This post-game show is really, I'm your shoulder to cry on, you're my shoulder to cry on. We vent. This is really a therapy session on this show. And, yeah, it's been a really fantastic year on this show because, look, I mean, this is a team that was struggling early on, and they find a way to run away with this division. Yeah, this is not our last show of the year, by the way. I don't know why I'm getting all mushy here because I really shouldn't be, but I just want to say Friday night, rock with us. Really appreciate you guys. Patrick Lord, D-Mac, let's sweep and plunk the Giants this weekend. You guys out for blood. Okay, Patrick Lord. Caleb, that's a fire take. Caleb McIntosh, elephants' brains 3 times the size of the human brain. Fun fact. There we go. Absolutely, Caleb. I love elephants. They can't jump. They can't get off the ground. Machado still don't pay his bet. That's from Jose Rodriguez. D-Mac, you called. Yep. You got them, brother. What up, James? Super chat. Dodger Stadium South. We got Dodger Stadium South. Really, hey, guys, only 70. So, yeah, definitely hit that like button, guys. The more likes we get, more giveaways, better the channel does. Definitely helps everything out. But LV, Ivy says Padres season died when Mookie hit the game-tying home run against Hader at the top of the 9th. Yeah, I was actually talking about that on a show, how that was such a turning point for this team. The fact that that's never really happened. And, yeah, that definitely, to me, it's a top 10 moment of the year. It's a great point, though. We got... what up, David Sabatini? The Padres got themselves a bit of karma out of that Kershaw insult. Absolutely. Super chat. Where are the super chats? Plug the Giants manager, D-Mac Jr. You're killing me. That's a bruh. Yeah. Lancelin officially became a Dodger tonight. Joe Kelly was dope tonight. That's from Apollo. I won't read the first part of your name because this is a family show, my guy. No, I'm just playing with you. But, yeah, Joe Kelly gave all the Dodgers credit. I mean, Ryan Brazier comes in, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 18 pitches, very efficient. Joe Kelly goes 1 inning, had 1 strikeout, 15 pitches, very efficient. Bruce Dark Gratterall made light work. His mother in attendance again. I love that. That's great to see. Goes 1 inning, had 1 strikeout, 13 pitches. Yeah, the Dodgers were cruising. And Ryan Brazier, I don't think he's going to get enough credit, but he really was the guy that absolutely was the Band-Aid for this bullpen. He was the guy that fixed this bullpen during the season when it was rocky. We were talking about how historically bad they were. When through June 18th, the Dodgers had a 4.98 ERA. That was 29th in Major League Baseball. Since June 20th, they have a 2.29 ERA. That's the best in baseball. And it also coincides with the acquisition of Ryan Brazier. Went with the cutter, changed his mix a little bit. He's had experience in this league, got some time off, which I think was big too, to kind of get that arm recharged a little bit, and he's been phenomenal. I would venture to say that he's been better than Chris Martin was for the Dodgers last year, and Chris Martin was striking out everyone. He was great. We got Lakers Media Day Monday from David Sabatini. Victor Bynes, the Dodgers of Oklahoma, playing tomorrow in Vegas. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Congratulations to that team. Bush balled out. Gavin Stone, he went off, so very excited for that team. D-Mac, you were wrong. The Dodgers will win 100 games. Shame on you, J.K. Alejandro, because I'm happy. I'm happy, okay? I want – I really – you know what's crazy? Yeah, I'm not – there's no way for me to prove this, but I really was – I was going to say 103 wins. But I gotta trust my guts. I gotta be bold. Dodgers own the Giants from pound for pound. Sham Diego from Unthinkable 26. Why would the fire the snake dude give us the DDT? Dodgers are badass. D-Mac's father called it first. He has an edge. I predicted San Diego to win 101, LA to win 87. Yikes. Justin Lamas, you're gonna get a comment of the game for that. Because, and I think all of us should give credit. Justin Lamas says, I predicted San Diego to win 101 and LA to win 87. Yikes. Give him credit for that because this is someone who's owning up to his take, okay? I love that. Me, I would have just deleted that tweet like 5 minutes ago. Posey was also a great punching bag for Puig, Mr. Seabag. Yeah, those moments were great. Bring me back. Puig for life. Gratterall, 25 innings scoreless streak. He's been great this year. And, yes, the punch-outs aren't where a lot of people want them to be, but that's not his game. He's going to induce soft contact. He's going to generate ground ball outs and missed barrels. So I'm looking forward to a really successful postseason for Bruce Dart Gratterall. Carl says, Kershaw won't throw at batters. I agree. Outside of Flores, they got no hit tonight. Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, that offense, they couldn't muster up anything. It was just Flores just guessing on a 14 fastball, getting that single. And look, it's going to be a long, cold winter for the Giants team. We got Ryan Montez, $5. Realistically, what are Mookie's chances of winning the NL MVP? They're not great. I think that, look, I've talked about this pretty much ad nauseum at this point that, yeah, Mookie, I think was more important to the Dodgers this year than Acuna was to the Braves. And if you look at overall F-WAR, Mookie still has an 8.3, which is the great all-encompassing stat that measures how you fare compared to a replacement level player. And Mookie accounts for 8.3 wins. That's an elite season. And if you look at their numbers across the board, weighted runs created plus, Mookie is under Ronald Acuna Jr. at this point. Home runs, Acuna's got it. This is not a conversation. I mean, Acuna is going to win that award. You look at Mookie's numbers as far as the WAR totals go. I mean, he played second, played shortstop. That definitely helped his case in that standpoint as far as giving that a little bit of a bump there. But, yeah, Acuna's going to win. Acuna Matata, what a wonderful year. Good for him. I want the World Series trophy. And I'm going to do a video on the state of the Braves pitching. Not looking great. Not where you want in the postseason. We'll see. They better slug. That's all I have to say. If you want the W, you got to slug. So we'll see. I'm telling you, I like where the Dodgers are at. We got firing Gabe Kapler will accomplish nothing. I agree. Blood, sweat, and tears with you, D-Mac. What up, Jose? I'm not crying. You're crying. What up, Jackie? Is this the last show of the regular season? Anthony Keaton? No, man. I'll be back on Sunday. I don't know why. Someone just said last show. I think Sunday we'll be back too. But most likely, catch me in the playoffs chanting, please come back. But, yeah, I just want to remind you guys, 10 a.m. on Monday, we will be doing a live show. It's going to be Monday through Friday throughout the postseason. So Joe Kelly's batting average is under 100. June 20th, my birthday. Coincidence? Absolutely. That's a fire take. Gratterall's batting average against is under 150. Yeah, I mean, look, Bruce Dart Gratterall, like I said, there's the bazooka persona essentially, right? And you see the triple-digit heat, but when you factor in his extension to the plate is not long, right? It's not one of those, really long extensions like Craig Kimbrell types, right? I mean, but look at this, the numbers there. I mean, 1.22 ERA. The FIP is 3.06, right? If you look at some of the expected numbers, an expected ERA of 3.12. But look, the results are the results, and the strikeouts are even down this year. But it's also not allowing home runs. You mentioned the opponent's batting average this year. He's been really, really good, and he's someone that has continued to be all ears. I mean, I think one of the biggest developments for him, Kenley, teaching them that cutter grip, right? Trying to work on his cutter. I mean, if you find some more swing and miss, you're talking about someone who's got natural downward break on that sinker that induces soft contact on those ground balls. So, yeah, I'm very happy for Brusdar Graterol. I think that he's someone that has almost quietly put together a really nice season, and he's right there with the trust tree. The Dodgers bullpen trust tree, you guys can agree or disagree with me or not, but I've got Evan Phillips, Brusdar Graterol, Ryan Brazier, Joe Kelly, and Evan Phillips. Did I say it's Evan Phillips right there, the closer spot? You got Brusdar Graterol, Evan Phillips, Brusdar Graterol, Ryan Brazier, Joe Kelly, and Shelby Miller. Those really are my top 5 right there when it comes to the Dodgers relievers. But a couple here, guys. Let you guys a couple more, and we will let you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday night. That's a bazooka taker. James Rodriguez, I would rather Mookie win the NLCS and World Series MVP. Absolutely, James Rodriguez. Anthony Keene, was it the Red Sox who didn't want Graterol? Another gift from Beantown. Yeah, that's a great point. They didn't like what they saw as far as his shoulder, as far as the medicals, and that's when it got all complicated. You had Kenta Maeda, and everything fell through. You had Artie Moreno, was very annoyed about the deal that fell through there. But Doug, anybody except Ferguson, yeah, I think Caleb Ferguson is a guy that, I wouldn't trust at the moment to valet park cars outside the Dodger Stadium. I mean, it is getting rough. No clean innings. The swing and miss is down. I think that we talked about earlier in the show, one of my big takeaways, what you need to know about Lance Lynn is I think there was a moment there in the first inning where it was getting so rocky. Was he playing himself off the NLDS roster? Maybe. Caleb Ferguson, someone in Colorado who we just praised all these rookies for pitching well there with Grove, with Miller, with Pepe, with Sheehan. They were making that Coors Field. Drink some water, guys. But yeah, it was rough. I mean, he was able to only get 1 out, get 5 hits, 4 earned runs, had only 1 punch out. So, yeah, I think Michael Grove over Caleb Ferguson at the moment. That's what I'm going with. I think I'm going with that. Even Kyle Hurt, I'm still on board with that. But that's gonna do it for tonight's show, guys. Jam-packed show tonight. We kind of went in on a lot of the stuff. Gabe Kapler, we talked Padres, we talked Dodgers, and give your boys in blue credit. Like I said at the top, won the 99th game, just one shy of another 100-win season. This is not normal. This is the golden age of Dodger baseball right here, and give this team a lot of credit. Freddie going off. We want to see the 60th double. We want to see the 40th home run for Mookie Betts. Looking for that. We're going to see how Clayton Kershaw looks. So to me, I'm watching tomorrow's game like it's a postseason game. I'm excited. But that's going to do it for this episode of the Dodgers Nation postgame show. As always, leave a like on your way out. Be sure to share the show. Leave your comments below. We really appreciate you guys rocking with us. And we'll be back on Sunday. And like I said, another reminder, we'll be doing a morning show on 10 a.m. on Monday, getting you ready for the postseason. But thanks again, guys. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMAC_LA. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscription notification bell. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.